Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. How are you? I hope everything is going good. Today, basically, I came across with some gold prices and I want to analyze it basically. And I got some gold prices from the, you can say, from the net through a website. And I want to analyze these gold prices. Like I have some data of gold prices. Like yeah, these are like correct values of the gold prices. Like in 1990, in 1964, it was like this is the gold price of per 10 gram. So in 1964, it was 63 rupees, and like which goes to like 2024, it goes to approx 80,000 per 10 gram. I want to analyze these prices, and also I will be using a model to predict the future prices, like for what will be the price for 2025 or what will be the price for 2030. And I will check if the model is giving us correct, proper predicted prices, and I want to check that part. For that, I have already written a, you can say, a notebook where I will be analyzing the prices in a pretty simple way. And let begin by analyzing this gold prices. For that, we will need pandas, we will need numpy, and matplotlib, basically to photograph, to visualization, and pandas to create to get the data frame. And for numpy, basically I will be generating some numbers, or you can say some years. For that, I will be using numpy. This code is pretty simple, so that we can properly understand what is going on here. So let's execute this cell, and let's get the read the CSV file, I mean to say. So for that, we have to use pandas pt.read csv, and let me execute this one as well. And this is my CSV file right now. Okay, so this is my CSV file. This is the data coming from CSV file. We have not created the data frame yet. This is just the data from the CSV file. So we can see these values. So let's first create the data frame. So pt.dataframe, and let me call this as a variable df underscore gold, and let me check the head of the data frame. Yes, that's one. So now if I want to get the sum of this gold 10 gram of this column, if I want to get the sum, what I will do, I will just put get this data frame and of this column, and I will put a sum functions. Now here I am seeing some random numbers which is not correct. Basically, this is because if we check this data frame, these are numbers where the comma is mentioned. That's why it is not able to calculate the values properly. We have to remove the commas in the pre-processing step. So for that one, we are replacing the commas. Basically, here in this code, we are replacing the commas. And let me execute this one, and let me check the tail. Basically, the last 5 rows from the data frame. So we have removed the commas. Now if we want to get the sum, now we can see the sum as well. This is the 71,000. Basically the total sum of gold 10 gram of for all the years is like 7 lakh 19,000. Yeah, 890. Yeah, okay. Now second thing, so let me create a graph. Let me visualize these numbers through a graph for better understanding. For that one, here is some sample code where I am getting the figure as 8 comma 5, and I am plotting the x and y. So x will be my year and y will be my gold 10 gram, basically these values. And there are some, like you can say, the colors as well as the style I am making it here, and the title, basically the title, what should we call this graph, like gold price trend from this year to this one. Okay, so there is let me give it as 2024. Yeah, year X level is year, Y level is gold price, and this grid, basically this grid means the square boxes, and tight layout, basically it will compact. And let me execute this one, which we will see. Obviously, so you will see this graph. What I'm trying to say here is the main grid part is like without grid it looks like this, and with grid it gives you more like a decent way to look the graph. So if you see here, by checking the numbers, if you see, it goes quite inclined, like till the like after, you can say, after 2000, after 2000, uh, the prices of the gold goes quite high, and after 2020 it goes like a peak. So this is the graph of the current gold prices. Now I want to use a machine learning model through sklearn, and I want to predict the prices of future dates like 2025 or maybe like 2026. I want to predict the prices. So for that one, I will be using a simple linear regression model, and I want to check if this model is giving us proper predicted values. Uh, so I'm using regression because we have to analyze, basically uh, we have to analyze the numbers. Our, basically, our outcome, our output will be some numbers. That's why we are using regression. And linear means basically it's a straight line. We want to check it using a straight line. Okay, uh, for proper, basically, for this is some pre-processing steps we where we are converting this column, basically code 10 graph to numeric, so that the model can understand in a better way. And let me execute this one. Yeah, this one as well. Now, okay, so what here we are right now, if we see this, if we see this is like you can say a 1D array, and model will expect a 2D array, basically. So for that we will convert this year into a 2D, where we are reshaping the data, so to get it 2D. And this is my wife, this is my wife. So basically converting we are converting we are putting the values into x and y, so that we can fit into the model, basically the x variable and the y variable, and we can get the future predictions. So let me execute this, and this is my x, and if I want to check my y variables, this is my y. And so we are calling the model linear regression, and we are fitting the model. Basically we are passing the, to fit the model we are passing the variables x and y, which is this one. Now comes the prediction. Okay, we have given the inputs to the model. Now we want the model to give us future prediction. For that one we are basically we are getting a range of 2025 to 2030, which is my future years, and also we are converting it to the array. And these are like to get the prediction of the future, you can say future years, we are using the model.predict to get the prediction of the future years. Let me execute this one, and these are my prediction right now. So through this we are not able to understand what these values are, so let me put a for loop. This is my for loop to get the prediction per year, basically. So here if I execute this one, I can see for 2025 the gold price will be, basically since we have data till 2024, that's why I'm saying the gold price for 2025 will be 36,926, which is basically not correct. And for 2026 it will be like 37, I believe. Like since right now the price is crossed 1 lakh, it will not come down, I believe. So what I'm trying to say, the model is not giving us proper predictions. It is not working correctly right now. This model, linear regression, is not working correctly. If we want to check this using graph, there is some code that will give you the graph as well. So this is my, like you can say, the predicted values. The red dots are my predicted values and the gold dots are my actual values. Basically right now the value, these are the values from the graph, from the excel file, and these are the predicted values, which is basically not correct. So uh, this model is not working properly. Probably we need to use some other models, like maybe some decision trees, or maybe while feeding the model, basically while feeding x and y to the model, we need to standardize the data. Basically we have to standardize the data. For that one, I will be sure I will be creating one more video where I will be standardizing, where I will be standardize this data, and I will feed the model with some, probably with some, I will try to get this with some decision tree model. So this is all for today, and thank you for watching the video. Thank you.